Welcome to Massive Late Fee. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Massive Late Fee. It is June 25th, 1994, and call me Joey Kotsopoulos because we've got a full house here.
Yes, we do. We've got my two nieces and nephew with us today.
Two nieces and one nephew, in case you didn't understand that.
So that was Ava, and this is Bella saying hello.
You gotta be way louder than that, Bella.
Hi!
All right, well, that's too loud.
All right, and Stefan.
Hi.
Good job.
All right, so they saw the movie with us today, but obviously we're going to talk about some other things first. So, since it's a family show this week, I figured we'd start with abortion.
Oh, no.
That's great.
You're going to get me in trouble with my aunt and uncle.
As some of you might know, the Clinton administration is trying to reform healthcare, badly needed reforms. I think that the healthcare industry definitely needs to be overhauled. But the Republican side is trying to get abortion not funded underneath this bill. So they're at a standstill here. I don't know what's going to happen. What do you think, Carol?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it's kind of a rough one to weigh in on because, should we really be paying with taxpayer dollars for somebody to have an abortion? But at the same time, then there are times when they really, really need it and they couldn't afford it otherwise. So I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It doesn't really affect us because of, things like latex. So, I mean, abstinence. But anyway, I don't know. I just figured it was on the front page of the paper. I know it doesn't have anything to do with entertainment other than Bill Clinton being one of the most entertaining presidents ever.
Yeah, I mean, the saxophone performance, I guess.
Yep, we keep going back to the saxophone because, I don't know.
Because it's cool. He's the first cool president we've had in a while.
Yeah, probably the first cool president since, I don't know, Zachary Taylor. He was really cool.
What was cool about Zachary Taylor?
Well, his name was Zachary, for one. I mean, think back in the 1800s. That was a hip name.
Look, I know
What's up, Zach?
I know you like Saved by the Bell, but just because he's named
He
Zach,
was also the first president to
have.
have a giant cell phone.
Right.
And he murdered a bunch of Indians. So,
Alrighty.
anyway, talking about O.J. Simpson, since I mentioned murdering.
Yes.
I mean, allegedly, but it's looking not great. Apparently, this is an article from Nicole Brown Simpson's sister that says that she tried to start over. She tried to leave OJ after, some abuse and stuff like that, and tried to start a whole new life. Apparently, that didn't work out. So
Apparently not. Aw, poor thing.
what do you think? I mean, what do you think about this whole thing? You think?
Can I be real honest?
Are you waiting for the trial, or are you what? Yeah.
I'm sorry that she's dead, and I hope they figure out who killed her, whether it's him or someone else. But I mean, just because it's OJ, it just irritates me because they're famous, so everybody's paying attention. Like, people get killed all the time, and they get all the special attention.
I thought you were gonna say she deserved it. I thought
No.
that was gonna be the follow up to it.
No, I mean, it's just like I don't. It just feels like celebrity gossip on steroids. I mean, did he do it? Did he not do it? Yeah, you're right. We'll wait for the trial to figure it out. But in the meantime, it's just irritating because hundreds of people get killed in Detroit, like, every day, right? Or at least every week. I don't know. A lot. And I just don't... I don't think that he should have this much attention.
Okay. I guess. I'm fascinated by it, but maybe Jerry Springer and Ricky Lake should go off the air, too.
Yeah, maybe they should.
What do you think, Bella? Do you like Jerry Springer or Ricky Lake?
I think Jerry Springer is
You like Jerry Springer?
Jerry.
What do you think, Ava? Do you think OJ did it?
My mom doesn't let me read the newspaper.
I think OJ. OJ.
What do you think, sweetie?
OJ. OJ.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so also in the news is the Motor City Fest is coming. Carol, you excited about Motor City Fest?
I am.
It's in Hart Plaza in Detroit. Family-friendly stuff here.
Oh, hey, if you guys are good, maybe you can come.
So Saturday we've got the Spain School Band. And then for you older people that might listen to this tape for whatever reason, we've got the Valadiers, Wolfman Jack's 50s and 60s party.
Oh, see, that sounds fun to me.
With the
yeah.
here's the lineup: the Drifters, the Shangri-Las, the Tokens, and Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Do any of you kids know what any of the songs that those bands sang was?
Oh, Jerry Remus. What did you kill her? Oh,
Wait, are you intimating that Jerry Springer murdered Nicole Simpson? All right. Well, that's an interesting theory.
Right?
I'll contact OJ's lawyers and we'll see if we can get that into the trial whenever it is. No, the Shangri-Las sang that song, "Leader of the Pack." Remember? Leader of the pack, vroom vroom. And the Tokens, of course, sang "In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight." Yeah. So, Saturday, we've got the Global March for Jesus, 1994 rally. We've got Motor Dolls. I think that's Motor City Dolls. I don't know. Old Dogs. Mark Farmer of Grand Funk Railroad. Can't get all of Grand Funk Railroad, but we got Mark Farmer. Mickey Thomas of Starship. Remember them? I love the video for "We Built This City."
Yeah.
One of the craziest videos of all time.
It's terrible.
Then Sunday, it's the Jesus Day. Sunday, we've got the Save Our Teen rally. I guess, Ava, you'd be good for that one. They'll save you. Carvel Concert Choir.
do all that stuff.
New Joy.
Okay.
Omega Force. Herbie Ross. The Police Gospel Choir. Hallelujah Connection. Word of Praise. Two Rock Baptist. New Paradise Community Ensemble. The Hair Show. Back to back with Gwen Fox, Basic, Dixie Miles, and the Milestones. And then the headliner for Sunday, War. You remember War?
War, what is it good for?
No, the band War.
No.
This article is all about War and their 1979 hit album. So, they're 15 years removed from their first big hit. But War will be here, so I don't know exactly who's coming out on Sunday. This seems a little bit more for the older set than it does for us. What do you think? All right, well, we've kicked the kids out for Massive Love. And because obviously this is not for kids' ears. But they'll be back to discuss the movie. So, first of all, I gotta start with Assalamu Alaikum.
Again? Really?
That Muslim minister is seeking a black female, 18 and up.
Maybe he found a male, now he wants a female
To learn Islam, believe in Baal God, and establish a nation. He wants them to be the new Adam and Eve.
Yep.
He found his black male, and now he's looking for a black female to breed with him. Oh my God. Oh, they're going to learn Islam, believe, obey God, Quran, Jesus, Bible. and then they're going to establish a new nation together.
This is so messed up.
We have figured it out. It's not terrorism. It's eugenics. Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh, hey, here in the corner, there's a list of abbreviations for people to know. M is male, G is gay, W is, widow. Aw. W is also white. So how do you know?
I guess context?
I guess.
I mean, if you see WW, you know that it's a white widow.
H is Hispanic, F is female, S is single, D is divorced, B is black, C is Christian, and right at the bottom, I guess where they think it belongs, not me, but J is Jewish.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one I thought was interesting. Caveman seeks compliant cave woman.
Oh.
Do you have long hair for me to firmly grab onto? I'm tall, dark, handsome, white, 30s. That's it.
Wow.
So all you need to know about him.
And all he's looking for is long hair to pull.
Yeah. Caveman seeking compliant cave woman.
Ugh.
Oh my God, some people.
Right?
Underneath here, Christopher Reeves type, a real hunk. Classy, professional, single, white male, 5'8", 180 pounds. That doesn't sound like Christopher Reeves very much. Seeks adventurous, affectionate, classy lady.
You know what he means by adventurous.
That he's married? I don't know.
No, that, he's going to want to, like, spank her and roleplay and all kinds of weirdness.
Wow. Well, that's weird. I'll tell you what, though. Using the great Christopher Reeves name in this... by the way, he says Christopher Reeves. I'm pretty sure it's Christopher Reeve with no S on it.
Oh, my.
But using the great Christopher Reeve name like that, I mean, I hope you don't curse him to some sort of horrible accident. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
Let's see. Harley Davidson's seeking girl interested in working on Harley drag bike race team. Free travel. You interested in that? You want to work on the Harley Davidson drag race team?
Fuck no.
Habitless. That's kind of weird.
Really weird.
Habitless vegetarian. Well, I guess you have a habit. It's not eating meat. Black male seeks religious, clean, single black female who does not need money because she has everything except love.
Oh my. So not only is he a vegetarian who don't drink, don't smoke, what do you do?
Wow. That's a great Adam Ant reference.
He is looking for what did he say? A religious,
clean, single black female who does not need money.
Yeah.
Because she has everything except love.
So basically he's broke.
Yep. He wants you to have money because he doesn't.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, let's see. Here, let's go. We don't do the male seeking male that much. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Assalamu alaikum. He's back. He's still looking for that black male.
Oh.
He hasn't found him, but he's looking for both.
Okay.
So he's still looking for them. Attention. If there is anyone who is not afraid of friendship and commitment between the ages 19 and 30, please give me a call. No fats.
No fats?
Yeah.
What in the frick?
He sounded so nice at the beginning. And then no fats. Oh, this is male seeking male, though. So he doesn't want a fat guy.
So go hang out at the gym to meet a guy.
Exactly.
Why are you wasting your money on the paper?
That does seem to be a popular spot. Attractive black male seeks an attractive, open-minded black male, 25 to 30 for friendship, possible relationship.
Open-minded, again, means spanking.
No femmes. Wants a manly
butch
man.
Guy.
Yep. The weight and the height seems very important to a lot of these people.
Well, this is the men seeking men section, right?
Yeah.
So, guys are more superficial than girls, and they can be more open about it with other guys because they're not going to get judged by each other for that. They'll get judged for having an extra 10 pounds, but not for looking for a thin guy.
Not much in the female seeking female department. Feminine, black female, seeking feminine, black female only. Serious only. No games players.
No games players, really?
It's GAMES and then players.
See, and that cost her extra to spell it wrong.
No games players. Maybe she doesn't want people that play video games. Single black female, age 39, seeking same from age 35 to 50.
Yeah.
She's almost 40, so for companionship and good times, very discreet. Only serious, need to call, and then the number, Sexy white lady, 27, 5'5", 119 pounds, seeks curious white lady to explore passionate friendship and new experiences. What do you think of that?
I don't,
Was that a reenactment?
I don't know. It's just... She's 27, and she's seeking a curious lady, because she's curious, maybe.
Oh, of course.
She hasn't figured it out yet.
I like this, sports partners. Sports partners listen to this first one. Single white male, natural bodybuilder, seeking a female bodybuilder for training and friendship.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you don't think that's going to blossom into something else? You make some freakish looking kids that got lats when they're 3 years old.
What's a lat?
That's a muscle by your side, towards the back. Young white male looking for workout partner during the day, preferably.
What?
That one seems legitimate.
That's it. What? Again, go to the gym, people.
Yeah, can't you find friends, just out in the world?
Apparently not.
Here's the alternative section. Ah! It's all A's. First and only ad. Okay, get it while it's hot. Young couple seeks bi-curious female for first-time experience. Will answer all responses immediately.
I think we read that one before.
Well, they said this is their first and only ad. A attractive, slim, white couple seeking a bi-curious female for adult fun. Must be clean and discreet. No men. Yeah. Added attractions. We read this one before. The added attractions. Feminine, healthy, robust white male.
It's pretty bad when we're starting to repeat ourselves in this section. Like, this obviously isn't working. Why do they waste their money?
Classy professor. Single white male.
Professional.
Oh, okay. 62. Well, it could be a professor, though.
6'2".
62 years old. 4'6". No,
What?
reverse those. 6'2", 46 plus. What does that mean? You're 46 plus a couple months? Or you're 46 plus 15 years? Looking for single/married female for discreet, uncomplicated adult fun. Days/evenings.
Now, he says he's looking for a single or a married woman, and he's a single man. So what about this makes it go into the alternative section? Because, I mean, putting it there means he's only going to find a married woman, really.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
How about this one? Conservative married couple. Conservative married white couple with non-conservative bi-female fantasies. Looking for bi-female or married couple for first-time experience. How conservative? Can you really call yourself conservative when you're looking for this?
I'm picturing them in, tennis polo shirts and cardigan sweaters sitting there saying, Buffy.
All right. Wouldn't you like a bi-curious woman, Buffy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be politically conservative, but you are not conservative. Oh my gosh.
Well, you don't think that conservatives can have some freaky sex?
No, I think they can. I'm just saying you might be politically conservative, but I wouldn't call you conservative overall.
Okay.
Because, they're looking for this. I don't consider that conservative. I don't understand this one. Discreet, divorced white male, 43, professional and attractive, seeks to meet with and please Oh, couples. Bi-curious. Let's talk. All right. I get it now. Now I know.
Meet with and please couples.
Yeah.
So he wants to be the third person.
Correct. Well, some of these people need to get together.
Right? Yeah, I feel like we could make money by like playing matchmaker with the with the ads.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Bi-curious woman. She's quite a catch. Let's see. Married white male, late 30s, looking for single or married female for adult get-togethers. First timers. Will answer all. Well, you won't answer non-first timers. Apparently. Oh, wait a second.
What?
Oh, yeah. This is, again, the straight married black Bible students with Bible telemarketing careers. Seeks straight, single black female, 18 to 21, who will love telemarketing and love black males only. So they don't want someone who's gay. Maybe that's what they're saying. If you're bi-curious, we don't want you.
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Maybe they're trying to start a phone sex line.
Maybe
that's what the telemarketing is.
Very attractive married white male. He's very attractive.
He really thinks a lot of himself.
Late 30s, unloved and lonely. Aw.
That's sad, but at the same time, is he very attractive?
Need a friend. Want attractive female to steal my heart. Age and race unimportant. Well, he's open. But why don't you start with getting divorced? Why don't you put the D in front of that married white male?
Right?
Why isn't it a D WM? That's what you need first, sir. Here's some interesting... Now, this is not Love Connections. Sorry, guys. But planning a bachelor party? Are the guys counting on you? Confused by all these ads? Call Act 1. For the best-looking strippers, sizzling hot duos and trios, highly competitive prices, and guaranteed arrival. So they'll get there.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
If we were ever getting married,
Uh-huh.
would you want to have strippers at your bachelor party?
Sure. Why not?
Because it's sleazy and skeevy.
What's sleazy about it?
You know, look at a bunch of girls taking their clothes off right before you get married. I've never understood that.
You don't want a male stripper at your bachelorette party?
Well, if you're having one, I'm having one.
And that's not skeevy?
It is, but if you're doing it, I'll be skeevy too.
All right. Well, you can contact Mankinis. Oh, this is still women though for some reason. That's a weird
Mannequins.
Oh, it's mannequins. It's just spelled.
Oh.
It's just spelled wrong.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Busty blonde beauties, sensuous female duos, peaches and cream. What does that mean?
Literally like plastic dolls.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe that's their stripper names, Peaches and Cream.
I guess. DJs for all occasions, laser lights and karaoke available. Might call them. What is this? Pay per call. Be sure to see Speaking from the Heart that appears every Sunday and Friday in the Detroit News. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know.
Okay, so.
That's the phone number that you call, and then you enter their codes in.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's... quick cash in your pocket. Advertising in private party classifieds means quick cash in your pocket. Sure. I'm calling all these people. That is massive love for the week, though. So, if you want some love, seek some bi-curious people in the newspaper, I guess. I don't know.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, do whatever you're going to do. Build that. If you're a black male or a black female out there with an interest in breeding and building a nation with a Muslim minister and learning about the Quran and the Bible and all that stuff, there you go.
That still doesn't make sense. Why the Quran and the Bible? Why not pick one?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe he's confused. He's bi-curious in the fact that he likes both the Bible and the Quran.
There you go.
So, 90210 this week. Carol, tell us what we watched.
It was a pretty heavy episode.
It was.
Yeah. So Brandon apparently has an ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
Cheryl, and they were together for a year before he moved to Beverly Hills.
Yep. Cheryl from Minnesota.
And she calls and just randomly says, "Hey, I'm coming to visit." So his parents don't ask any questions, just say, "Sure, she can sleep in Brenda's room." That seems like an odd reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was confused by the entire thing.
I mean, I'm sure that if, like, you wanted to spend the night at my house, my mother would have some things to say. Vice versa.
Yeah, if she ever knew about it, she would definitely have some things to say.
So, the name of the episode, spoiler alert, is First Time.
Right.
So we know what's going to happen here. And so Brendan's mom is a freak, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
Because this girl,
His name's still Brandon, but she is a freak.
her name is Carol, the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like me. So the girl and Brandon are in bed together. And somehow mom wakes up. Like, they weren't even that loud. They're not even having sex. But, you know, mom senses whatever spidey senses are tingling.
Right,
She
yeah.
wakes up.
She can hear an erection.
And she wakes up the dad, and she's like, you know, do something about this. Like, no. I mean, you don't just walk in when your kid's losing their virginity. I mean, that's...
No, that'd be weird.
Yeah. So she, like, couldn't sleep, and she's all back and forth and freaking out about what's happening. And the question as to whether or not they had sex gets answered in the morning because Brandon is in such a good mood.
Yeah, he makes fresh juice and
Fresh squeezed.
strains the pulp.
Yeah. And he's singing, and yeah, it was pretty funny. Cheryl is a train wreck.
Yeah, she is.
She's all
That's
like...
par for the course with him, though, isn't it?
It is. He just attracts freaks. And, you know, it's funny because there's so many girls that think he's so hot. Are they all freaks?
Apparently.
So listen, girls, if you think that Jason Priestley's hot, you better get your head checked.
Right.
Okay. This Cheryl person is all obsessed with wanting to see Hollywood stars.
Yeah.
And he takes her to the hotel that Dylan lives in, which still I can't quite wrap my head around that. But
What can't you wrap your head around?
that Dylan lives in a hotel. It's so weird.
Yeah, his parents, do other people live there? This is what I don't get about this. Are they just renting this room in the hotel by the week or the month or whatever, which obviously would be enormously expensive, but they have a ton of money, so I'm sure they could do it. Or are they able to, like, purchase or, like, lease a room or set of rooms in the hotel? Like, some high-class hotels might do that. I know that Howard Hughes, towards the end of his life, because, you know, he was like a reclusive shut-in with OCD and all this other stuff, lived in a Vegas hotel. And obviously he was filthy rich. I don't know what his situation with that was either. But, I mean, I've heard of other rich people doing that. So I don't know if you have enough money, if you can make special arrangements with hotels or something. I'm guessing that's what they did.
I kind of think that I remember his parents, like, own the hotel.
Well, then, yeah, if
Like
if they own the hotel, you can just stay there whatever then.
Like, it's one of their many properties. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what he said. It's still weird, though, to leave your teenage son alone living in a hotel.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Right?
Where are they? Like, they're in Europe or something, and they're not together anymore, right? That's the impression that I got.
Yeah.
So they're separately doing whatever business they're doing away. Basically, what 90210 tells us is that any parent that is rich works all the time and is never home and never sees their family.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty sad situation. So they go there for breakfast and run into him, and she's asking, it's kind of cute at first, like she's asking the waitress, oh, do you know any movie stars? Are there any here? And, you know, so...
She wants to see Tom Cruise.
So Dylan is like, there's a club I can get you into where we might see some. Which, cool, great night out. Except then when they go to the club, she wants to ride in Dylan's fancy ass car.
Right.
I'd have a problem with that. Wouldn't you? I mean, if we were
Yeah,
going out with
I
your
wouldn't like
friends
it.
and I want to ride in their car instead of yours.
I know you have a crush on Luke Perry anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I'd have a problem with it. But, yeah, it's weird because she wants to be with him instead of being with Brandon. They just slept together. What's her name? Brenda's going as well because she's got a babysitting gig. So he's dropping her off there and she's going with Luke Perry to the club ahead of time.
Yeah, so whole situation's weird. And by the time that Brandon finally gets into the club, which I guess he had some kind of problem with.
Yeah, it was weird because he walked up. He didn't even say, I should be on the list. My friend should have put me on the list. He just tries to go over the rope and go into the club, and the bouncer goes to stop him. And then there's a rush from the people waiting in line to try to get in there. So the bouncer refocuses attention on the line, and Brandon just busts in.
Yeah. And Dylan says that he did put his name on the list, so, he's mad at him for no reason whatsoever. But he gets in there, and this is suspicious to me. He's dancing with Cheryl. And not normal people dancing. Like, they are holding on to each other for support, so either they are dying or drunk or hitting on each other. I'm sorry, that was way too weird and close.
Dylan is dancing with Cheryl.
Yeah.
And Brandon sees them.
So he ends up punching Dylan in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Way overreaction. And then Cheryl gets mad at him. And it turns out that was not her first time having sex. That she reveals that to him. His first time. And he tells her to just get on the next bus to Minnesota, and she leaves.
Right.
And, of course, where does she end up? Back at the hotel with Dylan.
Right.
But he's a good guy, and he wasn't actually doing anything with her.
Yeah, and he said he has no interest in her, but she's got a lot of problems, and you need to talk to her. And that's like the third time he's told him you should talk to her.
Yeah. So they end up talking. I'm still not 100% clear what the problems are. Something about her stepdad.
She hates her stepdad, and her mom loves the stepdad and defends him. And she couldn't take it anymore, and her dad never talks to her. So she ran away from home.
Right. So her parents are going to fly her back to Minnesota, and that's pretty much it.
That's the end of that thing, yeah.
I mean, Brenda has a crush on her what kind
algebra
of teacher?
teacher.
Yeah. And that's who she's babysitting for. Which that whole situation's kind of weird too.
She gets all dolled up because she wants to look good for her professor. She's like, and Kelly comes over and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna meet, his wife and kids and everything." And they act like it's a really big deal. Like, yeah, okay, you're gonna meet the wife, the person you want to steal him away from. It's just so weird.
Well, I don't think that she has any active intentions to try to steal him away. She just, she wants to look good.
I guess. But they go over there and, she goes over there and then the kids are a mess. The mom seems very demanding and mean and kind of, dismissive of the husband. And then Kelly and Tori Spelling come over.
Donna.
Yeah, she says her name. That's her one line in the episode. They knock on the door, and Brenda says, "Who is it?" And Kelly says, "It's Kelly." And then Donna says, "And Donna." And that's her only line in the entire episode.
She gets there, though.
I guess. But, so, yeah, they come in, they look through an old photo album of his, and then the mom comes, so they come home, and the mom's all pissed off that they're looking at the photo album and that the two other girls are there.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Right. So he says, "How much do I owe you?" And she says, "Whatever you think's fair." We don't ever find out what that is. But then she goes home and Kelly's like, "Oh, it was so great to be in his house," or whatever. And she says, "You ever think someone's really cute, Christian Slater. They really throw Christian Slater under the bus here. And she's like, and then you see him in a magazine later, and you're like, oh, what was I thinking? She's like, that's what I just experienced. So I guess she got a glimpse of what it would be like to be married to him with the 2 absolute nightmare children that he has, and said, nah, it's not for me.
I guess. I mean, that didn't make sense to me at all, honestly.
Why, you still thought he was cute?
No, I never thought he was cute. He wasn't cute. But, I mean, if it was her with him, he wouldn't have the nightmare children.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, maybe she saw that he didn't stand up for himself and wasn't very cool.
Maybe. That makes sense.
I think he had that kind of cool persona at school, but at home he just gets shit all over. So she was like, oh, he's just kind of a spineless wimp.
Yeah, okay, that part makes sense.
So, yeah, that's the episode this week. I think David had a line, too. Basically just talking about... Steve wasn't in this episode at all.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He was mentioned.
Didn't have to pay Ian's earring this week.
Yeah, that whole $10 he probably makes for the show. God, he is such a villain in the show.
Yeah.
Like, if the show ends with him being a serial killer, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I can picture that.
But yeah, so now on to the movie that we saw this week. We're talking about City Slickers 2: The Legend of Curly's Gold. Let's ask the kids first, because this isn't necessarily a kids movie. What did you guys think of City Slickers 2? You have to talk. They can't see your hands.
Awesome!
All right. Stefan, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Ava?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I thought it was...
So, basically, the story kind of continues a year later after the first City Slickers movie with Billy Crystal's character, Mitch, living in the suburbs of New York with Norman the cow, which is now fully grown.
Does not make a ton of sense, but yeah.
Daniel Stern's character is back and a complete loser. His storyline does not get wrapped up in any way at all.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but you're right.
And John Lovitz joins the cast as Mitch's younger brother. That's funny to me that John Lovitz is supposed to be younger than Billy Crystal.
He's not?
He might be in real life, but he does not look younger.
No.
So, I don't know where Bruno Kirby is, but apparently he didn't want to come back. I don't know.
Oh.
So, Mitch finds in the Curly's hat a map to a buried treasure. And he keeps thinking he's seeing Curly all over the place. Turns out it's Curly's twin brother, Duke. Just a reason to get Jack Palance back into the movie for whatever reason. So I don't know. What do you take it from there, Carol? What happens?
Well, I mean, they there's a lot of lying that occurs, and it really irritates me because I don't think it was necessary. They're basically recreating the opportunity for the guys to go out into the wild again. So instead of, going on the trip that his wife got him a year ago, he's supposed to be going to Vegas for a conference and lies and says that's still what they're doing, even though they go to Vegas and go off into the desert to hunt for treasure.
Right, exactly.
So, he even goes so far as to get a cell phone to carry around with him so she can call the cell phone, lies and says the phones are out in the hotel. I mean, it's just the way too much deception, way too much work.
How expensive do you think that cellular telephone was?
I don't know, but they seem like they have money.
And can they really get reception out in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I want to know.
Because I might buy one eventually. I mean, I think they cost somewhere in the neighborhood of like $2,000 or something like that. So
yeah, it's very expensive.
Obviously not anytime soon. Remember, the first few that they had came in that like suitcase thing. It was like a suitcase battery pack.
God, I do not. I don't remember that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I used to see them in the circulars for Radio Shack and stuff like that.
Okay.
And now they seem a little bit smaller, a little more like it's so weird to me though, like a phone without a cord. I don't get it. Plus, you're carrying that thing around with you everywhere, so anyone can get a hold of you at any time. Why would you want that? Like, there's so many times where I'm just out. I don't want to be bothered by people. I just want to be out. Like I want to go driving around or like cruising around in the car or going out to the movies or anything where you don't want phone calls.
Yeah, but I mean, he has a wife and kids, and he's out on vacation away from them, so I think that makes it a little different.
I guess considering what he's planning on doing, being out in the middle of nowhere, it makes a little bit of sense. But he never, no matter what they got into, no matter what trouble they got into, he never once attempted to call for help from anyone.
Right.
So it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think you could bring up all these points I did not think of.
You would think that, hopefully for the movie industry, these, cellular toys don't ever really take off, because if everyone had one, how could any movie ever have any tension ever again? Like any movie where they're lost in the woods, they can't find their, anything like that. Just call somebody.
Right.
You have a phone you can take around everywhere, call the police. Like any horror movie, someone's getting chased by Jason or something like that, pick up your phone. Call for help. There's no tension to any story anymore ever.
But if you really think that a cell phone could save any situation, then we should all have one.
You keep shortening it to cell. I don't... Why? Like, is that something you're trying to coin?
I don't know. I mean...
Because there's cellular... There's cellular telephones.
It's a long word.
They work with, I don't know, satellites or something like that.
I thought it was like radio waves.
I think it's satellites.
Okay.
It would have to be, right? For him to be able to get reception there, it's got to be able to connect to the satellite or something like that.
Sure. Let's get back to the movie. Because we're doing a lot of technology talk here.
Technology talk with your nieces and nephew.
Do you guys want a cell phone?
Oh, yes.
Why? What would you use a phone for? Like, I don't get this. I don't get why would kids this young need phones?
Well, my mom always hogs the phone, so... I would talk to my friends, but my mom always hogs my phone.
So you wouldn't mind if people wanted to get a hold of you anywhere and everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my God, what is going to come of this generation? Anyway, so the movie. So they're supposed to go to Las Vegas. They go out there. Daniel Stern stupidly tells the people that are loading them up what they're going out there to look for. They're supposed to be $2 million worth of gold or whatever.
I thought it was more than $2 million.
Well, it was $1 million worth of gold, but they said it's probably worth like 10 times that now.
Okay.
So like 10 million or something like
times.
A lot of money.
Yeah, something like that. So that's what so he tells them all about it, and eventually they come and they try to steal the map and everything.
Like you knew they would.
And that's when Duke shows up and says that he's Curly's twin brother.
Yeah, he saved their lives.
Yeah, that's true. He did. So they go and they look for it. I mean, to make a long story short about this movie, because there are things that happen in the movie, but not much happens.
Right.
They go and they look for things. We get a lot of character development between Mitch and his brother, John Lovitz, and Daniel Stern. Like I said, there's conclusion to the storyline, John Lovitz's character's storyline, but not to Daniel Stern's at all. So they find this place where the gold is supposed to be. They find a chest that has gold in it, and then suddenly, City Slickers 1 busts in. It's the trail boss from the first movie. It's Ira and whatever from the first movie. The Ben and Jerry's stand-in people. The ice cream makers.
Yeah.
They're there. There's a couple other people there as well. And they basically say, you're on this adventure too? We've been having so much fun. And the trail boss reveals that it was Curly's idea to create a fictional, treasure hunt in the West by printing up these maps and everything and people would pay to be let out there on a real Western adventure treasure hunt, and that the gold that they found is just lead painted with gold.
Yeah.
And they scrape some off to accentuate that point. And John Lovitz takes a bullet for Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty moving part of the story. But it's not, I mean, okay, he thinks that he's taking a bullet for him, so I mean, it really, in my opinion, it's just as meaningful.
Yeah.
But it was a blank.
Right. It's all part of the adventure.
A blank that squirted red paint?
Yeah, it was paint somehow. It was like a paintball, I guess.
But a blank. That doesn't make, I mean, like, a paintball would hurt.
Right.
He said it didn't hurt at all. But I've never heard of a blank that shot paint.
Nothing
You?
about it makes sense, no.
Okay.
So anyway, they all leave, and Mitch says, I don't feel foolish. You guys saved my life and everything and all this stuff, and they'd grown together as people again. And they say to Duke, what are you going to do? And he says that he's going to look for the treasure, because the treasure really is there. It's based on a real story of their ancestor, I think their dad or granddad, that actually stole this money from a train. And he says it's up there for sure. I know it. I'm going to look for it. And Mitch says, whatever, so he goes back to his Las Vegas hotel. And then Duke shows up and says that they talk a couple times previously in the movie about what Curly was saying, that one thing, that means whatever. And Duke says to him it's honesty and integrity, that he had planned on, unscrewing them out of the treasure up until the very end, but he couldn't do it. And he said, I went and looked, and he said I had this little corner of the map. And he said my mom didn't want us to find it alone. She gave Curly this map, and she gave me the corner piece, which was, the piece that tells you where it is. And he said she wanted us to have an adventure together and to grow, together, kind of like Mitch and his brother did.
Right.
So he says, I found it, and he puts down a big brick of gold. So he's going to share it with them, even though he really didn't have to. And that's how the movie ends.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a pretty decent wrap up to the movie, but what do you guys think? Like, what was each of your favorite parts of this
Are they
movie?
going to make a third part is what I want to know, because, there's more of this story to be told, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to see them rich.
So, yeah, Stefan, what was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie is when his brother thought he was actually killed by the blank, but then he just wakes up and then the guy says that these are blanks, and he's like, what?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, they did a lot of acting with that. Bella, what was your favorite part of the
And he
movie?
actually said
My
he's blank.
favorite part of the movie was that they shared. And this is my actual voice.
Was that they shared, and then this is your actual voice, the voice you're putting on right now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Ava, what was your favorite part?
I like the part where they were all on the mountain and they were really cold and they all hugged each other.
Yeah.
So warm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
That
they
was
cuddled together to keep warm in the mountains. Ava, what did you think of the movie overall? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Would you want to see another one?
Yeah, I really like the movie, and I'd like to see. I want another part to come out because I really liked it. My favorite character is this one like Pat or something? Pat, Paul.
Which one?
The one who recently got divorced.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Daniel Stern's character. I can't think of what his character's name is, though. Something like that. Stefan, what did you think? Did you like it? Would you want to see another one?
I would like it, and I would really like to see another one.
Me too.
Miss, this is my voice. Would you like to see another one?
Yeah, and did you forget my name, Bella? Oh, and I love you, kid.
I
Aww.
love you too, kid.
So you know what, guys? I have some news for you, though. You know what is in Blockbuster Video right now
Yeah.
is the original, the very first City Slickers movie. So if you guys really want to see another one,
Yeah, they haven't seen the first
maybe
one. So.
maybe you guys can watch that with us sometime.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fabulous having you here. We'll have to have you here again sometime. And
When the third movie comes out, then we're gonna be on here again.
yeah, when the third movie comes out, we'll invite you back.
Sounds good.
Yep. Not until then, but as soon as the third City
Yep.
Slickers movie comes out,
As
we will
soon.
have you back on. So that is our show for today. As always, tell a friend, send the friend some tapes, get them to listen to the show, grow our fan base, leave money in Carol's locker. And that's yeah, go ahead.
Especially if you want a copy of our mixed tapes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Ah.
You want those mixtapes,
You
so
do, because they're awesome.
do that. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.